hello from Comox Lake. We're at the campground. I'm enjoying some peace and quiet. And that's because just 5 minutes ago we had 24 kids here running around, scavenger hunts, s'mores, everything wonderful that we're doing at the lake. It's kids camp this week. We love ministering to kids and their families. In fact, I've recognized that that's been a value of our church for many decades, to reach out to the kids and their families, to youth. We're an intergenerational church, and yet as we focus in on the young ones, caring for them, teaching God's word, it's spectacular. I was listening in as one of the leaders was telling a story today, and the story was about who's the greatest in the kingdom. They're going through the life of Jesus. 3 times a day, they stop all their activities, they gather the kids around, they tell another story, they interact with it. And as they're talking, of course, the disciples of Jesus, they have a big argument on the road. I think Jesus likes me better. No, I'm way more important. Yeah, he's going to promote me. Jesus says, what are you guys talking about on the road? They're kind of shy because they recognize that's not really kingdom living. So Jesus spells it out for them. In my kingdom, if you want to be great, be a servant. If you want to be first, be last. Be a servant. And the kids were talking about that. Who's the greatest and what makes somebody great and what makes someone popular and wonderful. And it's fun to see their gears spinning, right? They're thinking and they're processing because Jesus' kingdom is so different than what we're used to. Be a servant? How's that equate to greatness? And yet as we recognize how Jesus, he came and he served, he gave his life, what a great lesson that is. So every Wednesday we do an encouragement video. And I thought, what can encourage us as a church today? Tell you a little bit about Kids Camp. Because when we hear that God's working in other people's lives, it reminds us that that same God, he's wanting to captivate our hearts. He's wanting to get our attention, to show us how wonderful and amazing he is. So, of course, another thing that Jesus said, bring the little children to me. Anyone that doesn't receive God's kingdom like a child, no, they won't receive it at all. And as we're spending time with kids this week and they're running around and enjoying life so much, we get to learn some of those great lessons ourselves. So be a servant. Be like a child. Be part of our church family who loves kids, who loves their families. Be praying for the kids and their families. And remember, the way of the kingdom is so different than the world around us. Serve. Give your life. Think through how you might just do that even today.